Hello and welcome to episode 4 of The Wizard, The Day of the Seas. Last time, Arvin Foundling returned to his home city of Crossroad, the bustling metropolis at the heart of the continent of Abaria. He reconnected with his adoptive family, many of whom he hadn't seen in years. He learned what his siblings had been up to since last he saw them, as they each tried to figure out what purpose their godparent wants them to serve. The whole family made plans for a lake day outing to celebrate Saforos, the Day of the Seas, setting out very early in the morning. And that's where we pick up. Saforos, also called the Day of the Seas, is celebrated in many coastal cities, island nations, and by those currently sailing on ships around Athara. The festivities mostly consist of heavy drinking, but on a particularly rough night on the sea, some take it as an excuse to start fights and beat each other senseless. Even the most kindly of sailors have been known to sucker punch their mates on the night of Saforos. Despite Crossroad not being a coastal city, it is still a huge one, and it is a city that certainly takes advantage of any chance they can get to party and take off work and celebrate. Saforos is celebrated on the 30th of Erastus, which is on a toil day, which is today. The Foundling family sets out early in the morning. The sun's up, but just barely. And Estelar, your adoptive elven father, leads all of you guys over to the lake coast of the Lake District in Crossroad and leads you all towards, there's lots of docks spreading this area and different piers and such. Leads you to a specific one, a medium-sized kind of sailboat. It's got enough room for all of you for sure to stretch out. Shinowis and Castellan begin unloading bags filled with various packed foods and snacks. Estelar gets on to make sure everyone's settled. He's very much so the type to worry needlessly over making sure everything is good when there's really not much that could go wrong here. He's still making sure that everyone's on. He's certainly making sure that no one trips over the ledge as they get in. And Castellan then begins to take control of the ship. Castellan seems to be the one who's going to be doing the sailing here today. Maybe with a little bit of help from Estelar. Shinowis doesn't look like she has the first clue of how to sail. Estelar and Castellan steer the boat out onto the lake, and some of your siblings, maybe even yourself, begin to fall back asleep on the deck of this sailboat here because it's so early. Yeah. They kind of like take their towels that they brought and prop them under their heads, laying on like the wooden deck here, and just fall back asleep. Meanwhile, out on the lake, you can see, as you're heading out, and even before you headed out, that there are already a fair amount of boats and ships of varying sizes and types drifting along the lake surface. Blue and white cloths and various decor, such as papier-mâché mermaids and nude women, dangle over the sides of ships. It's a mixture of somewhat chaste, typical decor here, and then others that is just very, very blatantly every sailor's kind of dream of what the ocean is, which is hot mermaids, hot mermen, naked ladies, drinking. There are already people drinking, you can see. Even on the dock, people that weren't going out on ships, there were already some people laying around, kind of like dangling their legs down into the water, already pulling from flasks. And you even saw one with like a big cask of ale that's sitting there, and he's ladling it out into a cup or just dipping his cup down into it. He's got a pal over there doing the same thing. Already getting drunk here at about maybe 6 a.m.
Nice.
So yeah, this is what's happening as you head out onto the lake. Some of your siblings fall back asleep. Kabosh did try to leave Bone behind, but the dog insisted upon coming. To the extent that he tried to shut him in the shelter, but the dog was causing such a howling, scratching ruckus inside that Kabosh relented. Bone now laying right beside Kabosh, back asleep.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely like the type, like, once I'm up, however begrudging I may be. So I'm like taking in like the sights, the decor, and the drinking, and I'm like, nice. And then I also have Castellan give me pointers on how to steer a boat and shit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Castellan's more than happy to show you. If anything, maybe a bit surprised that you're the one that she's showing of all the siblings how to steer a ship right now. You do hear, like, on some boats there appear to be, or you can hear music playing from some of them. You have heard that it can get kind of rowdy over here by mid-morning.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably take a cue from the vibes too, and like probably like wake and bake and have like an edible.
Take a note from who?
Take like the vibes of the
vibes.
day.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you get a little toasty in the
toasty.
morning, get out on the water. Make a perception check.
22.
You do see kind of like slight raises of eyebrows from both Amira and Kabash as you immediately get high heading out onto the lake this morning. But they don't say anything.
Oh, okay. I offer them some like you.
Yeah, no, they do not take you up on that.
Okay.
So we'll say Castellan might take a little bit. Castellan's the more
Relaxed.
relaxed of the three parents for sure. Around mid-morning, unless there's anything you want to do from now until then.
I want to check, see if the airship is out.
Make another perception check. It's not going to be a super high DC because it is an airship.
Natural one.
How do I it's a very cloudy day so far this morning.
The edible's hitting harder than I thought it
Yeah,
would.
and you bought it from a place that you've never gone before. And it's very cloudy. So like lots of shadows casting down to the lake from the clouds. It's actually, even though it's like essentially the equivalent of July, it seems to be like a slightly chilly morning, really. And so mostly you're looking, how the fuck do I say that you...
Do I mistake it for a cloud, maybe?
No, I'll say that you keep getting distracted because Castellan's still trying to show you how to steer the ship. So you're kind of divided between that and looking around for the airship, and in your kind of high state, drifting around big fluffy clouds, but also there's tons of ships around you, and sometimes you're navigating around these ships, and then your attention's getting shifted back to steering the ship, and then Shinawis is talking to you about something else. you What happens, I'll say, is that you quickly forget that you were even looking for the airship.
Okay, great, okay.
So you're not sure.
Great.
But the thought leaves your mind.
It was never even there. All right.
All right.
I was gonna be chilling out.
All right, cool.
Big chilling day.
Well, around mid-morning, the lake does indeed begin to get packed. There's a boat maneuvering the waters with a band of minstrels on its deck, playing jaunty sea shanties, thumping their feet down on the deck. One of them's got a drum. Some of the ships that it passes, it will pull alongside and play very, very loudly and enthusiastically in the hopes that maybe the boat that they're pulling alongside might pass along a few coins or perhaps even just some snacks or whatever they can get out of this. But they're dressed in very kind of classic seafaring kind of pirate outfits just to kind of heighten.
It's like if we were having Mardi Gras in like Colorado or something, like the essence, I guess.
Yeah,
of
to
the
bring out
holiday.
the essence of the seas.
Yeah.
They look like the most pirates. There's got like an eye patch. One's got like a fake wooden leg on that he's like attached to his knee, and he's like got his actual leg is like, bent back, and he's using this fake wooden leg to hobble around. There's like a fake paper mache parrot on his shoulder. You see that? You see there are other boats that are selling food and drink, such as like roasted chicken, corn, fruits, veggies, and baked goods. So Shinawis and Castellan, this is something that you guys would go on picnics and stuff. So they're bringing kind of like very affordable, easy kind of snacks. But you siblings have some money now.
Yes.
So if you want to kind of call over one of these food or drink boats, feel absolutely free. Theo certainly wants to, and as does Gilly. Really all the siblings are excited to, and they offer to buy food for everybody, including parents and everything, and the parents are all like, oh no, you don't have to do that. But they force them. So
I join in, I contribute.
okay, good to know.
Actually, I'll pay for all of it.
So you know what? This is gonna require a check. You're gonna have to like fight your way to the front of the siblings in order to pay here because they're all trying to be the best kid.
Oh, god damn it. What do you want me to check?
Oh boy. Let's say do an athletics check. You guys are like climbing on top of each other.
Oh God, athletics. 8.
Yeah. No.
Damn it.
Let me just quickly. Yeah. So Kabosh rolled a 19 with a plus a
Yeah,
million.
he's doing the whole like hand on the forehead thing of the younger sibling.
Yeah, and he's also so broad that he's just like in the way and holding everyone back very easily. Very, very easily. Like he had a slight reserve because again he dumped most of his gold out on the table last night for the parents, but he had a slight reserve that he pulls out. It's not this coin purse is like I don't know the size of an orange compared to the watermelon that he dropped on the table yesterday. Yeah. So he pays for everything. But you guys are probably going to get hungry again. I mean, and also it is getting to the point where Castellan is not letting you steer anymore because there are so many ships out, so many boats out now that it's just getting packed and legitimately difficult to maneuver. And this is a rental. So Estelar is he's sitting right behind Castellan. He is like for sure backseat driving Castellan a little bit, but not in a necessarily rude way, just in an overly concerned, doesn't want to pay for any sort of scratches or dents on this rental boat. The day continues. At this point, the sun has risen quite a bit. The day has brightened up. It's not as cloudy as it was. The sky's kind of clear up a bit, very blue skies. What Castellan does is she kind of sails off to the side, to the side, meaning just a kind of brief clearing of ships. And as the sun comes out, she's like, all right, everybody line up. And you see her pull out some like a little like bottle of olive oil.
Oh. God damn it.
So and begins to lather everyone up with olive oil sunscreen. And there are probably other sunscreens that she could use, but Castellan being just kind of a very down to earth, no frills. She just uses what she's got around, and olive oil does protect your skin somewhat from the sun. So she begins to lather everyone up in olive oil.
I'll take like a vegetable and like wipe some off of myself and eat it.
Are you like just in like essentially a swimsuit at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. You rub a carrot on your belly and then eat it. Out towards the middle of the lake, and this lake is pretty monstrously large. Out towards the middle, there's an island spread with trees. You see some ships are flocking that island. Some like kids and families are running around the beach and running further into the trees of the island. And not far away is a big, big cluster of rocks that jut out from the lake's surface. Kind of, some of them almost look like claws of some kind, like jutting out. Quite large. And lots of people, including children, are climbing on these rocks and using them to jump back into the water. So there are all kinds of boats and ships kind of that have dropped anchor around the rocks or have been pulled up onto the shore of the island. It's essentially just like a really poppin' recreational area that is possibly a bit dangerous, but no one cares. Basically, the boat is at you and the siblings command. Do you guys want to stay out drifting on the water and navigating among the ships, or do you want to drop anchor near the rocks or island or something and hang out there for a while?
As long as there's not like a bunch of kids.
I mean, there are on both of those things. You can't help it. It's kids are out. You're out on the lake swimming. They're bound to be kids.
Are there any like boats with like hot young people?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Nice. Like 28.
Yeah, you do indeed hear some kind of thumping music coming from a few ships that look, and they're big, and these look to be like chartered like party boats. They're not as large as like big cargo ships that would sail across the ocean, but they're pretty large compared like 2 or 3 masted ships spread with people really of all ages. But partying away and eating, and you can see like food that has spilled over the edge and like some soggy bread that has spilled down the side that hasn't completely fallen off the ship yet. You see someone, a middle-aged dwarf man is like being held back over the edge as he's just puking everywhere down into the lake. And you see Estelar is like,
Are they like docked?
no, they're at like there are
Shit.
there are people operating these ships in a professional capacity so that its passengers can get drunk and messy.
Damn.
Why, you want to try to get on top of one? Like join one?
Yeah.
I could pull alongside and see.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
What did you roll in perception?
28.
28. You do notice that there is a ladder, that like a rope ladder that's held over the edge, and you see a boat's pulled alongside. Someone calls up. You're not sure what they call up. Someone on top that appears to be a worker calls back down, and the other person pulls out a couple coins and then climbs up and slaps it into the guy's hand.
Okay. I go over to Theo.
Yeah, what's up?
You want to try to get on there?
For a little while. Sure.
Cool. Do we need to do any like convincing of Castellan to steer over there or anything?
No, you go and ask Castellan. She's like, oh, well, I brought some board games.
We played board games last night though. And the night before that.
All right. Not all day though, right?
No, not all day.
Shinowis has a book that she's reading over. She's got like a little umbrella she's got over her. It doesn't take a very large umbrella to cast enough shade for Shinowis to curl up with a book under it. She's kind of at the bow of this sailboat. Yeah, you pull alongside. It's a human man calls over the side. He's like, 2 gold.
All right, I offer it up.
All right, cool. So you and Theo scurry up this rope ladder up onto the side of this party boat that isn't really moving around much. It's drifting along, but by no means is it like needlessly traveling and maneuvering around the maze of ships on the lake. So yeah, you join the party for a while. There's a band over here on this ship. It's an eclectic bunch. This one's not playing with the pirate theme as extremely, and a few of them appear to be pretty soused themselves. The music is getting sloppy, and it's but noon.
Nice.
So this place is going to become. You wonder if by mid afternoon or evening this ship's going to be like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like a drunken nightmare.
Cool. Does anyone seem like flirtatious?
Oh yeah. Everyone's hitting on everyone on this ship essentially, but most of them are sweaty and reek of booze.
I'll get a few drinks.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be stopping a lot of them. You see like there are people like full on like making out along like the railing of the ship. Some making out so extremely and so violently that they're like leaning over the edge, and you would not be surprised if they tilted over and fell down to the. Not that it would kill them from this height or anything, but
nice. Yeah, I'll take like some shots. I want to like catch up quickly, and then I would like to join in on his flirtatiousness.
Okay. You ask for shots, and it's mostly just rum.
That's fine. It could be worse.
It's mostly rum, and of varying quality. Sometimes they'll bring over one that's not bad. One they'll bring it over, and it's like really bad spiced rum, like bottom shelf type stuff. That's like ugh. You shiver after you take it. Lots and lots of citrus fruits around. Lots and lots of jokes of scurvy and how you won't catch scurvy on this ship. Make a diplomacy check.
All right. Nice. 29.
Okay. Theo's not going as hard as you. He's having a couple drinks for sure, but he turns to you at some point. He's like, "Man, it really stinks on here, huh?"
Yeah, a little bit. It's fine though.
And you see, already there are a couple patches of vomit spread across the deck that crew members are miserably going about, taking buckets and scrubs and washing them off and sending them over the piles of puke over the edge down into the lake. You said 29?
Uh-huh.
All right. To be honest, with the 29, you find a handful of people who are immediately flirting back at you.
Nice.
Of varying degrees of stinkiness and drunkenness.
Nice. Does it seem like I could get, you know, how far can I get with any of these people?
Well, there's not exactly anywhere to. There's no cabins. Really. It's like a party deck.
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
it's not like You know what? You know what? I'll let you make a perception check.
All right. Nice. I'm killing it right now.
The most inconsequential thing.
I know. 27.
27. 27. Yeah. So you don't believe that there are any. There appear to possibly be rooms or something below, but they're closed off. Like they're roped off with like a chain, and the door is locked. And the doors leading down below deck are kind of sit at a recess down a few, maybe a handful of stairs. However, what is not locked and is actually cracked open, you see some crew members going in and out of, is some sort of supply closet.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I would be willing to use that.
Noon on a toil day. What kind? I'll say because you rolled so high. What kind of person exactly are you looking for here?
1 through 3 guy, 4 through 6 girl. It's a girl.
Okay. Small race, tall race.
Probably like tall. I mean, I'm not particularly crazily looking for anything, but like
All right. We'll say you.
tall is the most convenient for another tall person.
We'll say you happen upon. You hit it off particularly well. She's like one of the least repulsive of the bunch. Like in terms of stench.
Least repulsive.
She's still fairly drunk. It's a human woman, maybe in her like mid-late 30s, kind of like dark hair, kind of comes down to her shoulder. It's a bit stringy with sweat and water, and like she appears to have been swimming at some point. You know, she's not like put together like for a ball or anything here. And with a 29, we'll say that you convince her to try out the supply closet. And this takes, we'll say you've been here for about an hour at this point, hour and a half, maneuvering around. Theo's like, what are you doing? As you start to go off with this woman. He's just been like, he's been happy just chatting with people, like about anything. Like Theo's always happy to just chat.
I'll catch up with you a little later.
Dude, come on.
What?
We've been here long enough. We should probably get back. I mean, it's just family time.
A few minutes.
A few minutes. Okay.
It's only like noon. We can have family time the rest of the day.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh boy, this is where it's going to tank.
And I'm going to have a minus, we're going to say a -3 penalty because
we're both drunkenly trying to get into this.
Right, yes.
Okay, -3 stealth, 11.
11. As soon as because it's not just that the door down there is closed and locked going to below deck, but there is a chain rope that kind of blocks off the stairway itself. So you have to get over the chain. As you're going, you just immediately fall and trip on it and fall down the stairs. And the lady whose name has somewhat escaped your mind already is like, I was like, oh no! And as she cries out, as you thump down, a worker comes over and just peers down. Well, this is like a Dromar fellow. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get a better view.
Out. And then you see as he goes up, he looks to another worker across the deck and he goes, and they're, I guess people can't see me, kind of like makes like, fingers at his eyes, points at another worker across the deck, and then looks at you. And it's like essentially saying, eyes on this guy.
Damn it. Fuck. Okay. Well, I'll settle for, like, making out then.
Okay. All right, so you're this human lady sloppy makeout for a while on this party deck here. Eventually, Theo comes up to you, and you feel like a pulling on your sleeve. Or you don't even have a sleeve out, actually, just pulling on your arm.
Uh-huh.
He's like, come on, they're down there again. Come on, it's time to go.
Okay. Bye. I say to the lady.
Okay, as you climb back down into the ladder, make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy. All right. Acrobatics. All right.
-5, please.
Okay, 20.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you make it down. You're who is that?
I'm just doing it. Oh my god. It just.
That's Shinoa's, by the way.
There's no one. What? Huh?
It doesn't seem like everyone on the ship noticed it, on the boat here noticed it, but a couple did. We'll say Shinoa's did. Amira was probably nearest to Shinoa, so, and they both are like kind of looking at you like, okay.
I'm like, fucking, like, God damn it, why did I do it in plain view? Great. That's fine, I'm happy.
So, yeah, so as you get back down the ship, you're still fairly drunk. Theo comes up to you at a certain point. He's like, so are you like a, like a player now or something?
I mean, you want to call it that? Sure, sure, yeah, I'll accept that.
Oh, okay. Have you had any like, girlfriends, boyfriends, anything like that?
Hmm.
Or are you just like, just keeping it casual?
Yeah, no, it's been basically just casual. It's gotten kind of weird otherwise, where it's like someone thinks like it's more than like, it is, and it's like, I'm already pretty committed to whatever my god's got in store for me or whatever, but like had some sort of something going on at Drag 'em Out, but it wasn't sexual. So that's weird.
Well, who was it?
Well, her name is Miraneth. She's Sunwalker's grandniece. I'll just put it out there, I guess. But
Like, what? What?
It's not a big deal, really.
Like she's a drow?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, like maybe like at first impressions, but like if you ever meet her, don't be coming up into her and going like, "Whoa, you're a drow and Sunwalker's grandniece."
I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that.
But yeah, no, it's not really that. It's kind of, I guess, a big deal, but she more so makes it a big deal, like in a melodramatic way, But yeah, so that was kind of something.
You hear a voice. You realize that it's mostly been kind of quiet on the boat as you've been talking about this, so anyone near you could probably hear
man.
this conversation. So you hear Estella go, "Cavorting with a drow. I wouldn't advise it." You kind of turn to look at him for a moment. And he's like, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
You wouldn't advise most of what I do, so.
And he kind of like cocked his brow a little bit. He's like, and actually kind of chuckles a little bit. He's like, that is true.
Nice. They're like a cherry pit at him. I guess since now that everyone's looking at me, and speaking of, our gods or whatever, nobody mentioned any further communications, any other signs of theirs last night, so.
As you say this, the three parents all kind of exchange looks a little bit, somewhat obviously as though maybe they discussed the same thing apart from you kids. And Shinos is like, yeah. She kind of dog ears the book she's reading and closes it and sits down. She goes, yeah, I noticed that too. Has everyone, anyone heard anything or seen anything? Any special dreams or, visits from angels or anything like that? And all of the siblings begin to also silently kind of exchange glances. Theo's like, no, not me, not for me. Mira's like, no, not really me either. And Gilly is like, not totally sure, maybe. I've been feeling some pulls and stuff. And my gates have been opening, and as I said last night, but not much else from Gazray in particular, no. Kabash is like, no. And Shemus kind of turns to you and she goes, what about you, Arvin? You see that suddenly all their hopes for developments of the gods are placed on you. As Shinuis, Estelar, Kostlin, and all of your siblings kind of turn all of their eyes on you at the same time.
Like, ooh, well, yeah, actually.
They all are taken aback by this for sure. Shinuis like, you finally saw something?
Yeah.
What did you see? Who is it?
Well, I don't know exactly who yet. But a couple of things. So essentially, the reason I left Dragonmount was a sign. So it essentially went. It had been, pretty foul weather for days and days, weeks leading up to it. And then, I was not excited for the coming semester. And then I also had a discussion with Miraneth, who I mentioned. And she basically told me, like, I have, like, a decision to make, blah, blah, blah. She told me to sleep on it, and in the morning it'll be clear. And when like, in the morning, it's, like, this fucking beautiful sunrise that... I don't know. It's similar to Gilead. Like, it just, like, it felt right, like a pulling. And then, like, I have only had supporting evidence thus far. Like, I left, I Sunwalker employment falls into my lap, and then I've caught you up on everything since then. And then also, I've been getting visions, and those are still very confusing, and I would love for things to be clearer. But essentially, I've been having visions of possible futures that may or may not be based on my actions or inactions in situations. That's yeah.
There was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
And many of them looked at each other. Shinwis is like, oh, well, okay. I mean, Amira is Sarenrae's child, so I don't... I mean, unless another god sent a sunrise for you, maybe that's Sarenrae being the goddess of the sun and redemption, and often signs from gods are connected with their domains. It's not always the case. Maybe you could also be Sarenrae's child. And Costellan's like, yeah, I don't think so. And Amira kind of turns, she goes, I don't think so either.
I laugh.
Estelar's like, so visions and of choices? Or what do you mean?
It's essentially possible futures. Based on what I do or don't do in a situation. I could potentially try to demonstrate.
Shinwis is like, is it dangerous?
Well, it has come up in dangerous situations, but is not dangerous to demonstrate necessarily.
Maybe you can show us later when we're not on the...
That's probably a good idea, because it would probably take some sort of, like, wrestling or something at the least.
Yeah, so they all kind of take this in for a second. Theo's like, but despite all that, you got no idea who it might be?
No.
Still?
Yes, still, despite all of that, I have no idea who it might be.
So you kind of look around at your siblings, and you were probably expecting to hear maybe god developments from each of them, because each of them found out who their gods were before you guys even parted all those years ago to go on your own kind of adventures, callings. Mm-hmm. Theo being the child of Shellen, visited by a coral angel who delivered this news. Gilead being claiming to be a child of Gazre, as a thunderous wind blew past, speaking some words into her ears. Amira, in her prayers and meditation, coming to realize that she is the child of Sarenrae. And Kabash, through means that he never quite... He's a kind of a not overly sharing individual, just says Iomade. He's the child of Iomade, the inheritor. But you, all these years later, still don't know. However, at least there is the consolation that in the time since you last saw your siblings, at least you've gotten something.
Yeah.
And they haven't. So in a way, go ahead.
It's like, it's not quite a consolation. It's more like a what the fuck is going on? Like
Right.
how has it swapped? Like,
Right, and even describing to them the sensation that you felt, it is difficult because the sensation itself is difficult to describe and even interpret in your own mind. Make I'm gonna allow you to roll this rather than me, because you're not sensing motive. Like it's not. I don't think this needs to be a secret roll. Just go ahead and make a perception check for me if you don't mind.
18.
18. As they as you say all this and kind of they take this in and some of their gazes return back to the kind of festivities on the lake, you look around and you do catch a little bit of a glance between Shinowis and Estelar. You can't get much out of it though. You just notice that at some point as they kind of look around everything, their gazes kind of connect for just a hair too long for it to be just a simple little passage of gazes.
I'm gonna like just kind of like look at Shenowis very pointedly after I notice that.
Eventually her eyes on you and she goes, yes?
I just like raise an eyebrow at her.
What? What is it?
I mean, you tell me.
Oh, we'll talk later. We'll talk later. Castellan's like, who wants to fish? And she brings out some fishing poles. Gilia actually, as Castellan starts to pull out fishing poles and nets and such.
Fishing, god damn it.
Castellan is certainly the hunting fishing type of the three. Gilia, you actually see kind of sits up in her seat, kind of darts her head looking north towards the Hook Mountains, which actually kind of border the lake to the north. And she goes, what's over there?
I'm like, fuck.
Estelar goes, those are the Hook Mountains, Gilly. And she goes, I know that. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought I felt something, like elemental. Can we go see? Castellan kind of looks around and she's like mid pulling out a bunch of poles and such. She shrugs. She looks to Shinowis and Estelar, who are as perplexed. She's like, I don't see why not. Where? And Gilead just points. She goes, over by that waterfall. Cousin's like, okay, everyone sit down. I gotta maneuver through some ships to get there.
What, you know what kind of elemental?
I don't think it's one that I'm connected to yet. I can't really tell. Maybe air?
You have which ones again?
Well, first it was wood and earth, and then now it's water.
Oh, wow. That's great.
So Castellan begins to head over there, Gilead kind of guiding her on the way. Give me a quick society check, if you don't mind.
Rah! 16.
16. Okay. Eventually, you guys near the Hook Mountains. Virtually no ships are up against the mountains. There are a few, but you see some people that are like, look crazy. They're like climbing up parts of the cliffs and then jumping off. And there are more rocks that jut out around the closer you get to these cliffs, the more rocks jut out of the water, making it even harder to navigate. Gilead continues to kind of point over into this area she wants to go to. And you can see as you near the waterfall, it actually is kind of at a corner where there's like a split in the cliffside and it kind of enters into a cove type area. Gilead's like, oh, back there. And she continues helping Castellan navigate. Estelar is also back here helping Castellan navigate as it's not at the point where if she crashed into a rock, it would be like a dent or something. It would be like actual damage to the boat and possibly cause some sort of like actual wreckage here. But Castellan is maneuvering really well. Castellan seems to have some actual sailing experience. As you get close, Gilead's like, yeah, I really feel like there's some sort of like air spirits back there or something. But I should be able to talk to them if they're elementals. I've learned how to do that. And she kind of looks around, proud of herself a little bit.
I'm like, oh, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Estelar's like, I think we've gone far enough, Gilly. It's getting dangerous. And she ignores him, just too preoccupied and excited to go back there. Estelar kind of furrows his brows, growing a little bit frustrated. He goes, this is silly. And he kind of sits back. Kabosh stands up, readying to kind of push the boat away from rocky cliffs if you guys get too close. But as the boat kind of enters kind of past this little like narrow. There's a kind of like narrow strip that enters into this cove. The water, the current kind of picks up a little bit, and you're whisked a little bit into this cove. Inside, there are a narrow, dangerous cluster of rocks, and Gilead begins to look around a bit confused. Where are they? I swear I felt them. And she looks around. Slowly and eerily, laughs, high-pitched and almost chirp-like, begin echoing throughout the cove, bouncing off the cliff walls, bouncing over the water. I thought we'd have to go hunting today. And then you hear another one. Instead, they came right to us. Suddenly landing viciously on the rocks around the sailboat and atop the mast itself are nasty-looking, bird-like humanoids. Black wings and eyes, dark matted hair, claws, sharp teeth, and feet like those of a bird of prey. You see before you a handful of harpies crashing down, gnashing their teeth, slobber dripping down their chin, foam at their mouths, landing, looking hungrily at all of you.
All right, I might use prescience.
Alrighty. So...
Oh, it's a free action. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Okay.
You have not used any mythic points yet. Is this a free action and you can just do it as soon as you enter...
You're about to roll initiative.
You're about to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Great. Tell me what prescience says. This is a mythic ability because we are using, as a reminder, the mythic variant rules. What does prescience do?
So this is what Arvin is talking about when he's saying he's getting visions of the future. It says, should I just tell you like what it does, or like
sure,
a
just
little
read it
description?
out. Just read it, whatever you want to do.
Mythic power floods through your mind, filling you with visions of possible futures, events that might or might not happen, and warnings of things that might be. Spend a mythic point and roll your initiative check using mythic proficiency until the end of your first turn. You have a +1 status bonus to AC and all saves.
Oh, great. That's a great one.
Really?
Until the end of your turn, +1, or end of your turn?
End of your first turn.
End of your first turn. Okay.
So it's kind of not that great.
Unless you get attacked immediately.
Yeah, but it's like the snazz, the pizzazz is pretty fun.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. And if you wouldn't mind, tell us what mythic proficiency is.
Mythic proficiency is 10 plus your level, plus the attribute, plus your roll.
So basically, mythic proficiency is like the highest form of proficiency that you can get in the game. Because in Pathfinder, there's trained, expert, master, and legendary proficiency. Mythic is beyond even that. But you can only get it a few times per session.
Yeah, we have 3 per session.
Right. So what we're going to do here is roll initiative, you with mythic proficiency. As you trigger prescience, it's hard to even comprehend what floods into your brain. It is not just inaction versus action. It is the means of choosing one thing over another. It is choosing to destroy, to preserve through destruction, to destroy through preservation. It is looking around and seeing as these harpies land. Should you choose to fireball, let's say, the one at the top of the mast, if that happened, very well could destroy several of these harpies in one big explosion. But at the same time, it would destroy the sail, cause the ship to get destroyed, maybe. There's another part of you that looks around and possibly trying to, as one harpy lands nearest to Amira, to save Amira, what happens if at that same time 2 others land on the back and get Castellan, who is not very capable of taking care of herself? It is choices of action, inaction, and the impossibility of choice itself.
Yeah.
I hope I explained that well.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're also going to do here, I know we're taking 5 minutes just to roll initiative here, but what we're also going to do here is Autumn has never seen any of her siblings' character sheets. However, she's going to control them here in combat. I'm going to try to help her along in their abilities. She doesn't even know what classes they are, other than that Gilia is a kineticist due to her elemental gates opening, which we can get into that as we roll initiative. So, if you don't mind, let's get this initiative set up. I'm going to go ahead and make my little chart. An initiative in Pathfinder can be a number of skills, but typically it is perception.
Yes. 27.
Give me a roll.
Can you roll? What do you mean?
I wasn't finished.
Oh.
Give me a roll with a +8.
Okay. Oh, shit. 14.
14 is Kabosh.
Oh.
Give me a roll with a +14.
Oh. All right. 28.
At 28 is Amira.
Nice.
Give me a roll with a +8.
22.
22 is Gilia.
Oh.
Give me a final roll. Actually, not a final one yet. Give me a final one with a 13.
Okay. 24.
24 is Theo. Now give me a last one with just a +3.
Okay. 19.
19. All right. That's your parents.
Goddamn. I'm kicking myself because I was planning on casting water breathing, but I forgot it takes a minute to cast.
I'm sorry.
So.
That's okay. As you guys kind of crowd, the ship is not that spacious. Like, there's enough for you guys to move around and lay down and such, but it's not by any means a battlefield. Mm-hmm. But as we start here, what would you like Amira to do, who's kind of at the edge of the ship nearest to Shinowis, who has been under this umbrella most of the time? Amira immediately shoots up. No one's really brought their equipment.
Oh, I definitely brought mine. I brought my bag of holding, and I put my stuff in there.
But wizards don't have that much comparatively.
That's true.
Amira is dressed mostly in... Basically, she's not wearing armor right now. She doesn't have a weapon on her. She does, however, have her holy symbol of Sarenrae, the Dawn Flower, here. So she's not in too bad a shape without her equipment. I'll say that.
Okay.
So on Amira's turn, what would you like her to do? I've got her character sheet right here. Now, this might be a hassle. We will see. Here is your spell list.
Okay, cool. Ah, sheesh. Spells.
And as a note, we'll get to this. I'll do this after Amira here. Mm-hmm. As a note, we've got more stench monsters here. They emit an awful, awful stench.
No! No!
Arvin can't get away from stinky lately.
Yeah. Jeez.
And also, as a cleric, Amira gets a shitload of heal spells at her highest spell rank.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Does she have to move to have all 15 of us within all 4 of us within a 15-foot emanation? I guess 5.
She would have to take a stride action first. Okay,
cool. I'll just have her stride to get to where we're all there. And then I'll have her cast Bless.
And Bless does?
It is a +1 status bonus to attack rolls while within the emanation.
Or does it require sustaining?
It does, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then when you sustain it, the emanation expands by 10 feet.
Oh, sick.
The emanation's radius.
Well, great. So Amira kind of darts over, kind of immediately taking in the situation. You see that she's a bit more quick to act and less fearful than she would have been back when you were teens. She probably has seen some shit. Runs over into the kind of middle of this sailboat here and grasps her Sarenrae holy symbol, and suddenly there's kind of a burst of what feels like essentially radiant sunlight that just encompasses all of you, and you can't help, Arvin, but feel kind of warmer and protected in this space.
Nice.
And now I'm going to go ahead and trigger their stench.
Oh. Yeah, so Arvin is like, he's like, shit, my little squishy parents are here. But then he notices that these things are also stinky, and he's like, no, come on,
Not again.
not again.
And by the way, all of your parents are certainly screaming and hollering. And like Shanos is like, run, turn it around, turn that ship around. And Costa's like, I can't turn it around.
I'm like, just chill out, guys. It'll be fine.
So go ahead and make fortitude saves all around, if you don't mind.
Okay. Fortitude saves all around.
So we'll just go in order of initiative. So Amira,
28.
success.
Okay.
Now do one for Arvin.
No, I'm gonna be.
Can you rewrite? You might be able to rewrite fate.
Will it be a 13? Fortitude, right?
Total.
13, yeah.
All right, that's a fail. Would you rewrite fate if you're able to?
Yes, because I want to be badass.
All right, in front of your siblings.
Yeah.
All right, let me figure it out. Yep, you can reroll a saving throw with rewrite fate. So second mythic point.
All right, that's better. 21.
Well, with mythic proficiency.
Oh, right. Okay. It's at least a 26.
Save.
Okay.
21 saved.
Okay, great.
But I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you could add mythic there.
Yeah, thanks.
Go ahead and we're Theo.
Okay. 15.
Here are all their sheets. 15 fail.
Oof. Poor boy.
That means that Theo is sickened.
No.
Sickened 1 specifically. Take a status penalty equal to the value on all checks and DCs. So minus 1 on all of his checks and DCs.
Okay.
You can spend an action retching to attempt a fortitude save against the DC.
Okay.
Then, sorry, might be a pain, but
No,
keep going
no.
here. Gilia, do a fortitude save. And by the way, a creature that succeeds is temporarily immune to all stench auras for 1 minute. So everyone saving here will not have to keep doing this.
Nice. Gilia rolled a 16.
All right, she is sickened 1 as well.
Damn.
Give me a quick 3 rolls for your parents.
Oh, what about Kabosh?
He's up after them.
Oh, okay. 3 rolls.
This will be Shinowis.
I rolled a 2.
All right, that's a crit fail. She's also slowed 1.
Oh, mommy.
Castellan.
1.
All right, she is sickened 1 and slowed 1.
Okay. Dice jail.
And Estelar.
I've rolled like 5 2s in the last minute.
All right, so that's a critical fail.
Shit.
So all of your parents are sickened 1 and slowed 1, meaning they also lose an action.
Oh, God. I guess it should say how long the slowed lasts.
As long as it is sickened. So
Okay.
basically, if they retch adequately, then they will also no longer be slowed.
Okay.
All right, give me one for Kabosh, and then we're done with these godforsaken rolls.
All right, Kabosh, Fortitude, 29.
Great. Success. All right.
Everyone's naked, no armor.
All right, Arvin, it is now your actual turn.
Okay. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I'm really wrestling with myself. Because, okay. No. Oh, shit. I'm going to use hydraulic push on the one closest to us.
So there's one on a rock right near the ship, kind of perched there. There's also one on top of the sail, like the mast.
Okay, yeah, I'll do hydraulic push.
Okay.
22 to hit?
Yeah, that does hit.
Yes.
And this is 2 actions?
Yes.
Okay. So basically you take your wand. I'm assuming you're still shirtless.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take your wand, shirtless, kind of pull it from because you have a kind of leg holster. So you've had that on throughout the day, I guess.
I think on the way over here, I've had everything in my bag of my spacious pouch.
You're right.
And I probably had everything, pulled out my book, my wand.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
A little less dramatic than my leg holster right now.
Okay, cool. So you kind of take your wand and point it right up towards the perched, disgusting.
Yeah. Maybe I point at the water next to us and
Ooh.
like fling the push like from there to them.
Yeah. You kind of push over the side, kind of with your wand, and just fling up a huge kind of burst of water.
Yeah.
It slams into it. Roll damage, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Fuck. 6 points of damage. But they're also knocked back 5 feet.
5 feet. All right,
Get down from there.
Yeah, he doesn't damage it a whole ton, but he flies off the mast and begins to fall a little bit, but it does have a fly speed. So it probably catches itself in the air, but it's no longer on top of the mast.
Okay.
And you have one more action.
Oh, can I recall knowledge about these guys?
Yeah. What exactly are you trying to recall knowledge about?
Like fears and weaknesses, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and make, this would be, we'll do a nature check here.
Okay,
I guess
21?
actually I probably should have rolled.
Oh, 21.
As you kind of recall what you have learned in your studies about harpies, you don't recall any particular weaknesses here. You do recall the thing about the stench, and also that just like Otyugs, they have a disease to them that they can inflict upon you should they hit you with a they can infect you with a disease basically.
Okay.
But you don't learn any necessarily strengths or weaknesses here. But with that roll, so it's not just a big waste because you rolled high. You recall possibly what triggered Gilea's elemental senses here. There are, in some legends about harpies, it is said that a demon lord raised them from air spirits to what they currently are. It could also be possible that they are so connected to the winds themselves, and you have learned that they can control the winds to an extent that kind of called to Gilea's kind of elemental senses, essentially.
I see. So do they sicken you when they touch you?
When they bite you.
Bite you. Okay. Am I?
I probably gave you too much information on that recall knowledge, but oh well, it's fun.
Am I able to like just kind of shout that out?
Yeah,
or,
sure.
Okay, cool. Do I need to take
don't let
an
them
action?
bite you?
Yeah. That.
Yeah, I'll get you sick. Sure, yeah. So now Theo's up.
Okay.
So we'll say that you're in like towards the center. You're actually pretty close to Amira, Amira herself is probably pressed up right against the mast to extend her bless as far as possible.
Oh, I could have, with his halfling luck, re-rolled his a save.
Okay, would you like to do that?
Yes.
All right, free action. Use Theo's halfling luck.
Damn! Shit, I rolled
It's okay.
a 3!
All right, second one.
Theo's up. Nobody has anything on them.
We'll say that like spellcasters have enough on them to cast spells.
Okay.
Because his is like an occult spell casting thing. It's he doesn't need a book or anything like that.
Okay, all right. I could have offered to like stash things in my spacious pouch if anyone wanted.
But we'll say that like Kabosh did bring a sword.
He's been just carrying it with him all day.
They probably just set it down like because there's it's again it's instinct for all of you. You guys are all adventurers now.
Yeah.
Like he probably brought his sword and they probably commented on it, but he just put it in like how like on a boat, like on a fishing boat particularly, there's lots of just like cases you can put things down in. He probably just like slipped his sword down in one of those.
Okay. Does Noise Blast do? Ooh, 2d10 sonic damage. That's pretty cool. I'll have him retch first. It's a 30-foot range, so
Okay, you can just hit it without striding.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll have him retch.
All right, go ahead and make another fortitude save.
All right, that's better. 21?
Just saves.
Yes.
So he retches, pukes a little, puke and rally, turns, and basically what he does is he actually turns towards that harpy, and you see him whisper, or his mouth moves, but nothing happens. And then suddenly there's an explosion of noise right where the harpy is. So is that a save?
It's a fortitude save.
Saves.
So they take half damage. 2d10. 13 and half.
So we'll say 7.
Yeah. Damn. Right. We're sucking.
Yeah, y'all are blowing. All right. That brings us to Gilead, who this is the one I might need to help you with the most because kineticists are hard. By the way, Theo's a bard. And now we cut to Gilia, who throughout the day you have noticed has been playing with the water quite a bit, and you see the water like snaking up her arm and like up into her hair, and it's like basically she has like complete control of this water as she is near it. Kineticists generally, if I may help you, channel elements as soon as combat starts.
Her stats are wild.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god. She's an expert in all of her saves. 80 hit points.
Yeah, you're a chump compared to Gilia.
I am.
So, channel elements, I'll read it to you. You tap into your kinetic gate to make, sorry, I've been saying elemental gate, I apologize, kinetic gate, to make elements flow around you. Your kinetic aura activates, and as part of this action, you can use a 1-action elemental blast or 1-action stance impulse. So as she channels elements, suddenly, like water begins to come out of the cove you're in and swirl around her, as well as stray pieces of wood and dirt and any sand that you've collected on along the way begins to swirl around her in kind of like a bit of like it's like a whirlwind of elements around her. And as she does this is 1 action. She gets to do an elemental blast as part of that. So the one nearest to her is the one on the rock that Theo just hit. I put all of the different types of damage that she can do there on the sheet.
Oh, okay.
So make a ranged attack for me if you don't mind with Gilia. I'm telling you a bit what to do here simply because kineticists are tough.
It's fine. Can we have her retch first? See, it's like a 30.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah.
So she's no longer sickened.
Yeah. Okay.
And then channels elements. As part of that gets to elemental blast.
15.
Misses. No. She has 1 more action. As she takes like a small kind of like arrowhead-like rock that's been floating around her, as she picked up from the cove, slings it at the harpy and it just slams against the rock below it.
I think I'll probably just have her do it again.
Okay, do this with a -5 because of multi-attack.
Okay. So 18?
Miss.
Fuck.
It is now the parents' turn.
Oh no. Well, all my parents are going to puke now.
Okay, make fortitude saves. And we're going to say just like with a +3.
Okay, well, one of them rolled a natural 20.
Okay, we're going to say, I've been going Shinowis, Costel, and Estelar, so Shinowis is good.
Yay, mommy. Another natural 20.
Are you serious?
Yes.
2 in a row?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Costelin's good.
Okay, and then 11 plus 3, you said?
14. Estelar is still sickened. He's still and also panicking at the same time. He's like,
Not the rental.
But yeah, Shinowis and Costelin are good. Costelin is like retches. She kind of clears it up a little bit and begins to take back control of the ship.
Okay.
If you don't mind, make a quick survival check for me for Costelin. We're going to say this is with a +7 here.
Natural 20.
3 and 4 rolls? We got to check that die. I'm just joking.
No, because it also rolls trash for me sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Only when you're rolling for your parents.
yes, yep.
Who are not attacking.
I've been rolling really well when I've been trying to hit on people and for my parents to puke.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty good.
yeah.
So Costelin immediately takes control of the ship. You all are good. She is keeping this thing. It does not surprise Arvin in the slightest that she of the 3 parents is the one taking the most kind of like control here and letting it affect her the least and just staying calm and collected. She retched. She's good. She's keeping the ship straight. It's not crashing.
Should I roll again for Estelar to puke?
Sure. Yeah. If you'd like to take another action,
21 this time.
just succeeds.
Yay!
So they're all good now, and I think everyone's good now.
Yay!
So everyone's immune to the stench for basically a minute.
Cool.
The harpy from the rock comes over screeching and kind of wraps around the mass in the center, reaches down and takes a bite at Amira. That's a 23 to hit.
Well, we're all not wearing armor.
I think everyone is trained and unarmored.
So I believe hers is a 19.
Yeah, so it hits. 11 points of piercing damage.
Sheesh.
Plus, she gets the putrid plague.
No! Who's going to heal us now?
She needs to make another fortitude save.
Ah.
Then while you're rolling fortitude, it's going to take a slashing attack as well. That's a crit on the Talon. Rolled a 29.
Oh, God.
Takes, I'm sorry, my guy, 24 points of slashing on Amira. The second one, the one that was up above the mast that you pushed up into the air, flaps its huge kind of like, these wings are so large that it could easily like enfold itself in them, if that makes sense. Swoops down over the other side as the one, like the rock was on one side of the ship. It swoops down to the opposite side and uses Hungry Winds with its final 2 actions. It's going to do it on you. Ah! It looks at you and it beats its wings, and you watch as possibly summoning some kind of wind magic, possibly using its wings in conjunction with this, it begins to pull you closer. The wind at your back begins to pull you towards this harpy. I need you to make a fortitude save, if you wouldn't mind.
23.
That saves.
Yeah!
All right. So that was a pretty good save there. You would have been, flung off the ship. So you managed to kind of like plant your feet and resist, kind of sliding a bit. It digs in and it just gnashes its teeth at you in anger as it fails here.
Yeah.
As you hear another shriek.
Oh man.
And one lands down on the rock where the other one just left. So there's now one on the ship. So essentially one on the mast, like in this, and like, but however, within melee striking range on the mast, like kind of hanging off of it a little bit. And then 2 on either side of the ship.
Mm-hmm. You had Amira rolling a save or something, and she rolled like a 31. So.
That was for the plague. She's fine.
Oh, great! Yes.
That brings us to Kabosh, who we're gonna say has to take a stride action and interact action to grab his sword. You see Bone has leaped up at this point and is like kind of like snarling around at all of the harpies. But then he could have taken a strike with his last. He could have just turned and hit this thing. He has a great sword.
Yes.
Yeah, he definitely, yeah. So he turns with his great sword. That's the one he brought.
That's awesome. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
That's a crit on this one on the mast.
1d12 plus 4.
And you just roll the d12, add the 4, double it.
Okay, great.
I believe that's how it works. If not, I apologize. For now, that's how I'm doing it.
So 16?
All right. Just a note here, Kabosh is a champion. So he turns and quickly just takes it. He just takes his greatsword, just swoops it down in like a huge arc, just slamming into this this harpy, and you almost feel bad for it as it screeches a little bit, and like blackish red blood sprays out onto the ship. And Aslar's like, "No, someone's going to have to clean that." And Kabosh, you see his eyes kind of narrow, and you see he is kind of appears to be in his natural habitat these days, just slaying monsters. Nice. So that brings us to Amira.
All right.
Does taking damage do anything to sustaining spells? I don't think it does.
I don't believe so.
I think you can take like disrupt actions, but I don't think it's like 5e.
Yeah.
All right, Amira's up. You want to sustain bless?
Yeah, I'll sustain that.
And that only costs 1 action, right?
Yes.
So sustain, it expands. So you see this you feel this radiant light expand even further, even though no one else is in it. Does she have healing hands? It's a feat 1.
Yes.
She rolls d10s instead of d8s on healing.
Okay. And she can do that 4 times?
So she has 4 additional 3rd rank spell slots just for heal.
Okay. And it's the spell heal?
Yep.
Okay. I think she might be a little bit of a smarty and heal herself. Is that bad?
No.
Okay. That's 15. She gets back. Does she have one up on her right now?
There's one like dangling above her on the mast.
Let's just have her do shield.
Okay. Shield.
Let me double check.
Conjures
That's
a kind of glowing yellowish, orangish shield.
Beautiful.
You're up again.
All right. I'm up again. Wah! Other ways to embarrass myself in front of my family. 500 feet. I might cast Fireball at the one on the rock.
Fireball. Explain how you cast Fireball if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, so again, since I'm like I'm School of the Boundary, means I'm very learned on casting spells via manipulation of the different planes and such. So I like open like a very tiny little portal, basically where I want it to emanate from, and then like a tiny little fire bead like boop pops out, and then it go. So
All right, sick.
Yeah.
That's a reflex save.
Yes.
Ooh.
Critically succeeded, Alec. Just tell
Yeah.
me. Just
Critical success on a basic save is you take no damage from the effect. It flaps as you kind of summon this fireball. Unfortunately, it flaps its wings and like engulfs itself in kind of a swirling kind of shield of air, and the fireball just kind of like explodes in the rock and sends the water around it steaming.
God damn it. Can I like attempt to duck, take cover somehow? Like,
Yeah, there's a side of the boat that you could duck behind. It wouldn't give you cover from the one on the mast. As you take cover, kind of duck a little bit, you get cover from the one on the rock, lesser cover from the one in the air, and no cover from the one on the mast.
okay. I
All
like
right.
just kind of like flop myself down. I'm like, what the fuck? And I flop myself down and just start flipping through my book again.
Okay, cool.
God
All right,
damn it.
Theo's up.
Everyone already showing me up. Okay, I'm gonna have him cast command.
Okay.
Can I basically have him just go like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Is one of the options to flee?
Can command run away as if it had the fleeing condition.
Okay.
I'll have this one do it on the one that just landed on the rock.
Okay. It's 28. I'm sorry, I'm rolling really high.
Alec, please stop.
I can't help it.
I guess I'll have him take cover too.
All right, so Theo hits the deck with you. It's like, what's going on? All right, Gilly is up. If she moved to the opposite side as Kabosh, it could be off guard to her,
Oh, great.
which is a -2 to its AC.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, she can stride over, kind of hopping over to the opposite side as Kabosh, take her two hands together and just smash them together in like a kind of like just explosion of whatever element you choose the damage to be.
Let's do Earth. Why not?
Cool. It can just be like bludgeoning damage.
20?
So it has a -2 because it's off guard. That does hit.
Yay!
So roll the damage and add strength plus constitution
There's 1d8 plus 4
with 2 action. Yeah. So basically follow that pattern.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1 on the d8. 9. 9. Okay, great.
All right. That brings us to parents. We'll say that all three of the parents just working in conjunction with each other right now, all hollering and screaming. Costlin kind of at the lead here, are keeping the boat straight. We're not going to make you mess with that, but that is their turn. It is now the harpies. The harpy on the mast is now getting like, it's right above Amira, but it's getting hit on both sides, kind of on either side of Amira is Kabosh and Gilia, just like laying into it. So it's just going to lean down with its jaws to try to hit Gilia. With a 26, does 15 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save, please.
Okay.
It reaches down with its jaws, that are, again, foaming, dripping, disgusting.
18.
Okay. Fails, but there's no effect. Then it's going to take a talon attack at Kabosh, reaching down the other side. That's a 25 to hit. That's 8 points of slashing damage. I do believe he has some sort of reaction.
Oh, she's got a reaction for getting damage too.
We'll say Kabosh is first because I've got it pulled up right there. It's called Iron Command. If you wouldn't mind to read that out to me.
You put an impertinent foe. I'm going to restart. You put an impertinent foe who dared harm you in their proper place. You command your enemy to kneel before you in obedience. If they dare to refuse, they must pay the price in pain and anguish.
So it's supposed to just kneel before him, right?
They can choose to kneel, or if they choose to refuse, they receive damage.
It's going to refuse because it has nowhere even to kneel, because it's right below it is Amira, so it can't really get down there. And also, it's just going to toss its head aside and just shriek back at it. So what's the damage?
2d6.
Okay.
10 points.
10 points of damage. So it just shrieks. So he basically like it's actually above him, but he looks at it and he just like tilts his head down, narrows his eyes, stares at it, and just says, "Kneel," and it doesn't. And it just, you just see like it just like wilts before him, just like withering away almost.
God.
All right, and then
Arvin's
Gilead
like,
has a reaction as well.
Gilead?
Right?
Yes. It says, your flesh gives way as you're struck, becoming coarse sand that can magically turn your enemy to stone. You gain resistance equal to your level to physical damage from the triggering attack. The attacked creature must attempt a fortitude save against your class DC. Regardless of the result, that creature can't trigger calcifying sand again for 1 hour. So they need to make a fortitude save.
And also subtract 6 from the damage she took.
Oh, hell yeah.
It did roll high on the fortitude save.
All right, nothing happens.
But at least she got 6 hit points back.
That's great, yeah.
As it bites into her, where it bit her shoulder, Arvin, you watch as her shoulder literally dissolves into sand.
Oh, man.
The one on the rock is going to use Hungry Winds to try to pull Amira in this direction. Make a fortitude save.
Where did all my dice go? I don't know. 21.
Just succeeds. Again, it's the same as you. These creatures keep trying to pull you off the ship, and it's not working.
No.
So instead, it's going to just hiss angry and fly over towards the ship, landing on the edge, like right next to you.
Okay. Oh, God damn it.
The other one flying is also going to give up on using the winds and also fly over. There are now 3 harpies on the ship. This one flies over and begins to lay into Theo.
Oh, man.
That's a crit. I'm rolling like crazy good.
Stop.
I'm sorry. 28 points of piercing damage. And I need him to make a fortitude save.
I can't keep making fortitude saves. All right, that's pretty good. 22?
Yeah, that's good. He saves. Yay. And then talon attack. Damn, I am rolling so crazy good.
Stop.
11 points of slashing damage. It's now Kabash's turn.
Okay, good. Fuck him up.
And he has smite as well. So it should be in the champion section. I have that pulled up for you.
Okay, great. Let me organize my siblings real quick.
The one that is on the mast currently is looking pretty beat up.
Okay, great. So I'll smite this one in front of me.
The mast, the Kabash is going to smite the one on the mast, and it'll be off guard because it's still caught in between him and Gilead.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And by me I meant Kabash.
Okay, cool.
3. Okay, so it's 14 plus 2, 16, 19, 20.
Since it's off guard, that hits, yeah.
Oh, thank God. I rolled another 2.
That was with a 2?
Yeah.
He got a 20 with a 2.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Yeah. All
okay.
right. And does he smite?
Yeah, he smited first. That's what gave him an extra.
Oh,
3.
so just put him up there. Okay, cool. So he fucks this one up.
Rolled a 3 on a d12. So no, he does not fuck this one up, actually. That's a 7.
7
points of damage.
All right.
I'll have him do it again.
Do it. With a -5 to the multi-attack penalty.
So it'll be a -2 with smite, though.
Okay.
25, -2.
Yeah, that hits.
Great. 8.
8 points of damage? All right. Yeah, this one's looking pretty beat up.
Good. Thank you. Yay.
So Kabash is just like, he just kneel, it doesn't, and he just like lays into it, just carving it up. That brings us back to Amira.
And then back to my lame ass self. Who keeps failing? I haven't taken any damage yet, though.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's great. I'm just sitting back while all my siblings are taking
I should go
damage.
harder on you.
No, please. He was pretty fucked up, but he's been kind of useless. So I'll heal Theo with a 16 plus 8. Yeah, 24.
Hey, that's pretty good. All right, so she's still got 2 more of those.
Oh, but she's sustained, so
cool.
That's her turn.
Cool. So
shit, I lost my pencil. Me turn now. Me turn.
all right, what you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I don't know. Probably just sit here. How fucked up is this one looking?
It's like barely hanging on.
So like a force barrage. Like how much?
You can't tell.
Damn it. I will attempt another hydraulic push. Okay, I'll do the one that's right in front of me. And there's still one on the rock?
No, the one from the rock is the one that's right in front of you now.
Oh.
It flew over right in front of you.
Okay, I'm like, ew. And then I like try to, hydraulic push it away. All right, it's a spell attack roll from me. Please roll well. Okay, I rolled pretty well. So 29.
Yeah, it hits. Does not critically hit.
Damn. All right, fine. Finally, I did some decent damage too. 13 points.
As you slam into it, again, like kind of curling some water up from the cove, slamming into it, pushing it back a little bit. Theo's up.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna attempt to noise blast again. The one in front of us.
Like the one that you just pushed back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, it saves, but it doesn't crit save.
Okay. 2 points of damage. I'll also have him step in like the opposite direction.
Like just to spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Gilly is up.
I'll have her start with the 2 action.
And like I said earlier, it can be any of those types of damage listed there next to it.
Do vitality, why not? Okay, roll to hit. 24.
Yeah, it hits.
Yippee! 13.
All right, this one's pretty bad looking. You can probably try again if you want to take the multi-attack penalty.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so this is with a -5.
23.
Yeah, that hits, and this doesn't add the constitution, just the strength.
Okay, cool. Nice. 11.
11. So what kind of damage is the second one?
Cold. Why not?
So you watch as Gilia, it's like, it's weird that it's off guard because it is still kind of higher than her, but Kabosh is on the other side and he's enormously tall. So she's just kind of like hitting it from like below and from the side. She takes her hands and just like lashes out, causes it to just like wither away and shriek under her first attack. And then with the second, she rears back with one hand and you watch as like water that has splashed up onto the deck from the fight streams up her and seems to freeze in like a kind of sharp stream up her hand as she like hits it again, and like a burst of ice hits out of her fist and explodes into it, shattering its side as this harpy plummets and crashes down behind Amira, kind of sending her stumbling forward a little bit, just in a bloody mess. This one is dead. The other two begin to shriek, look around, uncertain what to do. You kind of turn as this one in front of you, kind of its eyes dart up to meet the other ones, and you turn and you watch it whisper, but its words are carried away and whipped across the wind and seem to land in the ears of the one in front of you, who seems to kind of like cock its head and grin. Seems to be some sort of communication just happened through the wind itself.
What?
Yeah.
If it's in a language I recognize, can I read lips?
You took read lips?
I did.
Okay, this is where this is perfect, because this is the only way you could know what it says. Because it used a harpy feature called Wind's Whispers, where when a harpy speaks, they can choose one creature within 90 feet. That creature can hear the harpy's words over any other sound, but no creature hears the words at all. You only catch the end. It says, one will be enough. I'm hungry. As the other one kind of grins and some sort of plan formulates between the two, as the harpies are now up.
No.
Technically, the parents are up.
Okay.
But they're still kind of maintaining, unless there's anything else that you think they should be doing. They're probably like in a mixture of like fearful, but also amazed at seeing what their children are doing right now, but also trying to steer the ship all at the same time. But the harpies are up. One darts in toward Gilia,
Bastard.
thinking perhaps that she looks the smallest, easiest to fetch of the bunch. Darts in and tries to grapple her. So I'm going to attempt an athletics check. It's only an 11. Gilia's fortitude DC is probably like, it's 10 plus her fortitude save.
That's 24.
Yeah. Doesn't even get, it just comes up and grabs her from behind, and she just looks over her shoulder and is like, get off of me. And then with its last action, it's just going to shriek and not knowing what to do, just strike at her with its talons and misses with a 2.
Hell yeah.
The other one's going to come in and try to do the same thing with Theo.
Oh my god.
What is Theo's fortitude? Is it a 9?
Yeah.
It only has a +1 to athletics, and it rolled a 17. So it rolled 1 under what it needed to successfully grapple him. With its last action, it's going to Jaws attack him. Misses with a 3. So this is a terrible turn for the Harpies, a necessary one because I've been messing you up.
Yes. Yes, you have.
But now we're to Kabosh, who's probably looking around very angrily that these two things are daring to come and try to snatch his tiny siblings away. As Kabosh, what does he wish to do? There's one that's positioned itself kind of in between Theo and Kabosh now. So Kabosh is kind of at this one's back. So there is actually one that's off guard to Kabosh now. He just had to turn.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay,
well,
cool.
He'll go. That's the one targeting Theo, right?
Right.
Yeah, he'll do that because Theo has been not as strong as Gilead. So,
Bards.
okay, yeah, he's gonna smite, and I'm gonna attack. 30 off the bat. Plus
Crit.
Okay, great.
Because it's off guard.
Yes. Yes. Okay, great. Whee! Yay! Not terrible. 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Wowee. Okay. That's on his first attack. Do you want to try another one?
Yes!
All right.
Yes, I do.
If it hits higher than a 19.
It does.
Sheesh.
D12. Woo! 13 points.
13 points. So he just did like 33 points of damage.
He's kicking it into gear.
Yeah. All right. That's Kabosh's turn. It's Amira's turn now. So she can sustain. She can, she can try to cast an attack spell. These things are starting, like that one, especially that he just hit, is looking pretty bloodied as well.
Mm-hmm.
The one that tried to swoop into Gilead hasn't been hurt that bad, but it is looking not great for the Harpies at this moment.
Okay. Great. She's going to sustain, and then she's going to cast Spiritual Armament.
All right. And as you watch, she kind of reaches up with her holy symbol. You watch as Amira's, she has like that kind of dark black, almost like navy-ish kind of hair a little bit. You watch her eyes kind of glow like radiant sun orange as suddenly above her appears a scimitar, the holy weapon of Saren Ray.
Wow.
We'll say this is maybe the one that's trying to grapple Gilead, or do you want it to go for the one that's also still trying to grapple Theo? Just lay it on that one.
Let's lay it on that one.
All right, that sounds good.
Ugh, she rolled a 19.
Doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Rats. Okay, well, that's her turn.
All right, you are up, my friend.
Cool. I'll do the one attacking Theo.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna I'll probably have to stride towards it.
Just to hit it?
To touch it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna angrily probably grab the back of its neck or something and cast Vampiric Beast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and that's an attack roll?
It's a basic fortitude.
16?
No, that
Suddenly
fails.
you're rolling great and I'm rolling terribly.
Yay! How the
All right.
turntables.
So fail. All right, roll your damage.
Oh, my damage, you said 16? Okay. So that'd be halved though, right? No, they
it failed.
Woo! Eee! So 66 then.
Whoa, 66.
Yeah! And I gained temporary hit points.
Great. Probably won't be necessary, but great.
No, probably won't. I'm trying to find my D6s. Okay, there we go. 11 plus 22.
Total?
Yeah.
All right, this one's looking pretty bad.
Okay, great.
And you get the sense that this other one, its eyes are starting to dart around a little bit. These creatures, might be a bit self-preserving. You don't get the sense necessarily this third one is going to linger around a fight to the death.
Mm-hmm.
If this other one goes down, it's starting to look pretty bad for them.
Okay, great.
So that brings us to Theo. He's like, get away from me! Get away! I don't want you to hate me! And he's just swatting at it.
Cool. I'll look at Stupefy.
Stupefy.
Alec. Maybe he'll just try Void Warp.
That's a 20. What's his spell save DC?
22.
All right.
So 2d4.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't it heighten?
Yes.
So it would heighten twice.
So 44. 6. Plus 8.
14.
14. Yeah.
Just kills it.
Oh!
So as he turns, he's like swatting at it. He's like, no. And then he suddenly, as you have heard in your childhood, his voice can amplify and become many voices. And as he goes, no. And as he screams that, it kind of divides and splits into a bunch of different voices as his eyes kind of glow like pinkish purple. And suddenly, lashing out from him is this void energy that just tears this harpy apart, splits it apart, and just kind of explodes. Really, like its limbs fall down, its wings kind of split apart, feathers flying everywhere, blood flying everywhere. Gilia is up as this final harpy is looking increasingly worried.
Nice. She's probably very angry as well. Yeah, she'll try to 2-action elemental blast it.
All right.
She's like, 18?
Doesn't hit. One more action. You can try to go again if you want.
Yeah, I'll try to go again.
She's just like unhurling like a torrent of just like elemental attacks. Just
Yeah.
Some of them hitting, some not.
22.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. She'll do piercing this time.
Cool.
Why
We'll
not?
say this is like splinters
Oh, awesome.
flying into it.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Great. This one's not looking that beat up. Is the parents' turn? They're starting to like hoot and holler and go like, yes, go kids, go kids. And at this point, the harpy's going to turn, see its dead brethren here, just shrieks, just looks around, kind of panicked, and just shrieks, frustrated, and like claws out at the sail just in frustration above her, and then begins to set off, flying away. Gets actually with these big wings, flies pretty far, pretty fast, about 180 feet. Estelar kind of stands up. He's like, you better run. And you watch as like Castellan immediately after this chaos kind of stops. Castellan is still kind of business focused here.
Wait, are we still like going to be in initiative?
I wasn't planning on it, but we can if you'd like.
So reach spell. I have reach spell. I want to see if I can try to
Hit this fucker.
Yeah, spank its butt on the way out. Extend its range by 30 feet.
Right.
So,
I actually made a note of saying that it tore at the sail before it went, which we'll say is an action, so it only got about 120 feet away.
well, fireball's 500 feet.
Yeah, you can hit it with a fireball.
How rough does it look?
Not that rough.
Okay, I'll try.
Fireball?
I'll try fireball.
So you stand up, you being unscathed this entire fight, yet very frustrated for a majority of it. Stand up, shirtless.
Shirtless?
Sunlight gleaming off of the kind of like shimmering, translucent markings over your skin, and you just turn, kind of being like maybe a little bit like proud that you're the only one that can hit it at this distance. Kind of turn, take your wand, and just throw a fireball after it, just in the hopes. It's gonna make a reflex save. Does succeed.
Oh.
But it takes half damage.
Yay! Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and then Amira's spiritual armament is 120 feet, though.
Can it move to that speed?
Let's see. Each time you sustain the spell, you can repeat the attack against any creature within 120 feet.
Oh, hell yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, we're going to continue fucking it up. So I did 15 points of damage.
15?
Yeah.
All right. And then Amira, go ahead and make that spell attack roll. Because she's sustaining it. She might drop Bless.
Okay, great. I'll do one more force barrage too, though.
Like a little dart?
Yeah.
Okay.
A dart. A little dart. Okay. 1d4.
Is it 1d4 plus 1 or is it just 1d4?
1d4 plus 1. Okay. 4.
4?
4 points of damage.
All right.
All right. And then she's gonna, it's an attack roll from her. 28.
28 hits.
Okay, great. 2d8. 11.
11. At this point, I think it might be safe to say that there's not much else.
How far can it get in one round?
How far can what get?
The harpy.
Um, this thing, okay, all right. It's 120 feet away right now, and on its next turn, this is like flying like straight up into the mountains, like straight up from the cove, probably to some nest of its. And on its next turn, it flies another 180 feet.
I can still hit it with fireball.
Do you have a third rank spell slot left?
I have drain bonded item.
All right, will you explain drain bonded item?
Yeah, so it's basically like whenever I cast a spell, like the essence of it will like be housed within my wand. So then I can just recast it.
For free.
Yeah,
basically.
one spell a day.
Yeah.
I can whatever
Alright.
spell, any spell I've chosen.
Would you like to cast it again?
Yeah.
That's a 23 to save,
No.
but it takes half damage.
Oh, yay. Oh, bad damage for. Damn it.
All right, so you send another explosion off into the sky. It's basically just after the first one, it was like, poof, and then it flies again, and then poof, and you're just like hurling. And like Amira, we'll say Amira turns to you, and she's like, Arvin, I think it's okay. I think it can be done.
I keep like.
Trying. All right, so this is next. It's like disappearing into
No,
a
I mean I can't do anything.
It's disappearing
else
like into a blip in the sky at this point. But at this point, Castellan has turned and she's taking the boat back out of the cove as best she can. At this point, she's probably a little rattled, so Kabosh kind of does help to push off of some rocks, making her way back out of the cove. And there's kind of a long silence as there are still 2 harpy bodies on this boat. There's blood, blackish red blood everywhere. There's a general foul smell. Estelar's like, Kabosh, would you mind to get those things off of the deck, please?
What if we try to sell them so we could pay for the repairs on the boat?
Castellan's like, who would buy these?
I don't know. There's a lot of drunk people around.
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. Come on, Mom. 19.
19.
Uh-huh.
Estelar's like, please, Arvin. Kabosh has given us a lot of money. At this point, I would just like these off of here. I know I was being fussy about the damages, but in this circumstance, I'm fine with paying. I also bought the insurance.
All right. But I do take some souvenirs out of the
All right, you take
harpies.
some feathers, maybe some claws from
Yeah.
the talons, and Kabosh just dumps them over the edge. And do any of your siblings have prestidigitation? Because I believe that
I have prestidigitation.
Okay, so you can start cleaning off the boat if you'd like.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like mid-late afternoon. Kabosh tosses over the bodies. You clean up the deck. Everyone kind of catches their breath. Several of your siblings are pretty damaged and beat up. Gilia kind of turns to everybody and she's like, sorry about that. Is everyone okay?
I'm fine.
Kabosh is like, I'm fine as well. And Theo's like, I've been better, but I think I'm okay. I think both Theo and Gilia are sick. I think they contracted putrid plague.
I thought they both saved. Gilia saved for sure.
I think Theo failed.
Oh,
I think Theo
he did too.
failed. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I got sick or something. I can't tell yet. I'm not feeling that bad right now. And Amira's like, if you are, I'll take care of it tomorrow. And Theo's like, okay, thanks. Meanwhile, your parents are completely, Shinowis looks like, she's like shaking, her eyes are wide. However, Estelar and Castellan, there's a little bit of pride in their eyes as they look upon you. Still very rattled, to be certain. But Estelar's like, wow, you all are so grown up. You just fought those things away. Those were harpies. Those are supposed to be terrifying, awful creatures. How did you? He's just like befuddled. And Castellan's like, I mean, we knew they were going to be great when they grew up. I mean, look at them. Well, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my day, but that just about tops it, I'd say. Congrats. Thank you. I guess Gilead, it was your fault that we went back there, but that's okay. And she goes over and pats Gilead's shoulder. I mean, you all are awesome. You all handled that easily.
Yeah, I feel like after the frustration has worn off, it's like whoa, I just did all that with my siblings. Like this is a dream. It's like settling in.
Yeah, and as Castellan says this, Kabosh is like, it is my job. And Amira's like, yeah, I've fought some things down in the gloom myself. And Gilead's like, yeah, I fought a few things too. Theo's like, all I've really done is maybe fight off some bandits sometimes. I mean, that was crazy. And Theo, of all the siblings, looks the most shaken.
Yeah.
It seems like the other ones have all seen some shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, last week I was literally in the dumps. I was killing giant, elephant bug-like creatures, and I cut it open and pulled a body out. So, yeah.
Shinowis, with her kind of shocked, pale face, she looks over, she goes, this is what you guys do all the time? She's horrified. Kabosh is like, I've been working in a monster slaying group. Amir's like, I mean, not all the time, but from time to time, yeah. He was like, not me, Shinowis, not me. And Shinowis just comes over and she starts just hugging all of you, just very visibly worried that this is what you guys are doing all the time. She's like, I don't want you guys to be a danger. Castellan's like, Shinowis, they're the children of gods. You don't think they're ever going to be in any danger ever? We've talked about this. And Shinowis is like, but not like this. Anyway, you all head back out. As the ship kind of enters back, the boat kind of enters back out into the populated part of the lake, it looks beat up. You guys look like bloodied and messed up, and the people aboard the ships and boats that you pass give strange looks as you pass by. And Estelar's like, is it about time that we went home?
Oh. Boo.
Theo's like, Arvin, you can't be serious. You want to keep going? He's like, you didn't even get hit. You didn't even get hit. Some of us don't feel very good right now. This
is the perfect opportunity. I mean, I'm sure people kind of, saw some flashes of things going on in there. I mean, free drinks.
Make a diplomacy check. This is going to be a difficult one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 15.
Kabosh is like, as like all these eyes are kind of falling upon the ship, because before you guys were just another ship kind of traveling around. Now all these eyes are kind of falling on the ship. He kind of like shrinks a little bit and looks around. He's like, I'd like to go home. And Theo's like, please, Arvin, I want to go home.
I mean, I can't force anyone to do anything, so I'm not steering the ship. Whatever.
You haven't been touched. You've probably fought the most monsters recently, at least, and so you're pretty unfazed by all this.
Yeah.
The parents, Estelar is doing shockingly well, but I think he kind of got his attitude kind of got turned around once he saw how amazing you all are and how capable you all are, and he stopped fretting so much and started just be like, yeah, he became like a proud father in that moment. And he's kind of like going around and talking to each of you, slapping you on the back, and everyone's ignoring you. Castellan's taking the ship back.
I'm on the, I don't know what basically I'm looking out towards the other ships. I'm like, perfect opportunity.
You hear like dum, 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 from all kinds from music emanating and all kinds of partying happening back out there. Castellan's like, hey, we got the board games. I can pull it back out the board games.
Oh.
Anyway, you head back. Estelar kind of argues with the guy for a while at the docks that rented out the boats, and he's haggling over insurance claims with the guy right now. But he's like, "You all go on. I'll be back later." Yeah. But you all head back to the shelter. Amira already kind of like looking over everybody, making sure everyone's okay again. Now that you're on terra firma, and she's kind of just like patting everyone down, kind of inspecting them a little bit, making sure they're okay. Shinowis is doing the same thing, even though there's not really much Shinowis could do about it, even if they were bleeding. You get back, it's maybe about like it's probably late, like mid late evening by the time you get back, like navigating all the way back to the ship's, docking it and everything, and then walking back through the packed Lake District because the festivities are going on land as well and throughout the cities. So it's a mess. And as you're passing through, maybe you guys resisted the stench for the most part, but some of the stench has fallen upon you guys from the harpies and the crowd's kind of partying. It's actually, you're getting a little bit of deja vu after fighting the Out-Yug and being so stinky and repulsive afterward, and the crowd partying for you and your fellow guards and the Undercity. The same thing is kind of happening here. And the thought crosses your mind, like, am I just going to keep fighting stinky, smelly creatures all the time? Like, can this keep happening? Either way, you get back to the shelter, and Theo immediately like hits the hay.
Yeah.
He's feeling sick.
Yeah.
And but Amira has to wait till tomorrow in order to be able to do anything about it, which Theo doesn't understand. He's like, what do you mean you have to wait for tomorrow? I don't understand. She's like, Theo, I have to prepare my spells every day. And he's like, what do you mean? You don't just have them all the time? And she's like, no, Theo, I don't. I'm sorry. Tomorrow, I promise it'll be okay. And he's getting pretty grumpy. But Amira and Shinowis both tuck him into bed. And Shinowis makes him some tea. And he doesn't even have time to drink it. He's already asleep. All in all, a pretty interesting, memorable Saforos Day of the Seas. In general, everyone's kind of sun-zapped as well from the hot day. People begin going to bed earlier than they did last night. The parents begin to drift off to bed, and Castellan's already talking about going out to get breakfast tomorrow at this place she loves.
I'll probably take a nap, and then I'm going to go back out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take a nap, get back up. This is probably pretty late when you get back up. Like, you take like a late nap. Like, you're waking back up at like nighttime, that kind of thing.
Nice.
As you wander back out into the shelter, kind of getting on your out on the town kind of outfit on, you head back out into the sanctuary of the temple, the living room essentially of the shelter here, and sitting on a sofa is Kabash. At his feet, a sleeping bone. Everyone else seems to be either asleep or busy elsewhere, and he just kind of looks at you as you come out, and he gives you a smile, and he's like, heading back out?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet.
Nice. I've got to leave in the morning.
Yeah, what time are you leaving?
Early? I don't know. I usually wake up early.
I'll be back before then. You're welcome to come.
I'm all right.
So can I say I had been pondering on the possible things that this dog could be?
Sure. Just roll Arcana for me.
All right. 27.
It's difficult to know without intensive study of what this thing is. And this thing there's a number of things this could be. The most obvious one that stands out to you, which isn't typical of a champion, which is what Kabash is, very well could be a familiar. Familiars are wide and varied, and you've encountered lots of familiars at Dragonmount, I'm sure. Little creatures that help out their masters. Typically they're like not necessarily conjured, but just bonded, and at one point maybe were real animals that became familiars and became essentially like magically aspected and bonded to their masters. But familiars have very varied beginnings and strange bonds to their masters. Not all of everyone is different from the next. It could be a familiar. If it is a familiar, though, it does not seem as though Kabash intentionally bonded with this thing or summoned this thing. It could be a familiar sent from elsewhere. It could be some sort of celestial. It strikes you that your siblings haven't encountered much god stuff. Many connections with their gods or visible signs or communications with their gods. This could be a celestial sort of hound or dog sent Tikabosh from Iomade. But there are all kinds of creatures out here in the world, throughout the universe. This could be just some strange magic dog that took a liking to Kabosh. It's hard to know without, like I said, intensive study of what this thing is.
Yeah.
But those are probably the things that leap out to you the most.
Interesting.
You kind of look at Bone for a while, and there's a kind of strange look on Kabosh's face. Maybe he's just tired. Remember all those fights we'd get into when we were kids?
Yes.
Why do we always do that?
I don't know. I think it's pretty normal.
I guess. Anyway, sorry I was always such a pain.
Well, I don't. Fine. I mean, we're different. It's not like teenagers are very good at talking through their differences.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, before you go, because I mean, I might be in bed when you get back. I've got something for you. I tried to give a little souvenir to everybody, all the siblings that I'd found along the way. I gave all the parents the coin because it's most useful to them. But here, and he pulls out. He like reaches into a sack that at his side, that basically like a backpack that he carries around. Pulls out a wand, and looks to be a dusty old scroll. And he goes, I came across these as I was traveling with the Grimies, and anyway, I thought you might like them.
Wow. Thank you. Can I like open the scroll real quick? Very acceptably.
Yeah. This appears to be a scroll of mind reading. And as you open it, he's like, I know what that does, and enjoy it, but don't do it on me.
Okay, all right, yeah, sure, of course. Well, here, I'm gonna run back and start like bring my spacious pouch out and start just like.
He's like, no, you really don't have to get anything to me. I just wanted to give you something before I left.
Well, I mean, yeah, me too. Yeah, and I start rifling through things. Maybe this might be useful to you. And I'll pull out the dagger I got from the Usrava, this tribe of centaurs, and Serac. And then I explain to him like that's what it is,
And what is it? What does it do?
It's a dagger. It looks cool.
Oh, thank you, Arvin.
And it's from centaurs. I mean, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. You really don't. You can have it back. I really don't need it. I just wanted to be nice.
I mean, I'm capable of that too.
He takes it. He's like, well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll see you later.
Does he seem weird?
Do you want to make a sense motive roll for you?
Yeah.
What's your perception?
9.
Character sheet.
Me? Yes. Yours? His? Oh.
I just need to see something. Not particularly. I mean, like I said, he kind of seems maybe just tired. Maybe a bit, melancholy at leaving. You're not sure. Kabosh has always been very hard to read.
Yeah.
But you don't get anything more than that.
Or what do you have planned tomorrow? And after that.
Kind of like runs his hand through his right now his loose long dreads. He had them tied back during the boat day, but now they're all loose. He kind of runs his hands through them a little bit. Probably just meet back up with the Grimies, get back on the slaying trail, that kind of thing.
So, I know you're pretty private and all, but we've all been curious. Me especially. What? I mean, would you ever be open to sharing like how you knew it was Ayumide?
He sighs, kind of like looks off to the side. I mean, I guess it's sort of like a Amira. I guess, like how she just kind of knew when she was praying and meditating and everything. And one day I just knew, I suppose. It's not very exciting, but I mean, of all of us, I was always the one that was most attracted to swords and fighting, and I was always the bossiest of the bunch. I mean, it always made sense based on the lessons we learned that it would be Ayomide. And one day, it just sort of, I don't know, happened.
What do you mean happened? Like, just it made sense?
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like I kind of like, like keep like continuing to talk to him. Yeah, and probably just maybe hang out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Catch up, describe what the last like 6-ish years have been like. So
yeah, he talks about slaying monsters for the most part, and the various monsters he slayed. He tells you what the items, the other item he gave you a scroll of mind reading one, and he also gave you a wand of heal. And as he's talking about it, he's like, at first I thought about giving that to Amira, but she can already do that. So you can't do that, right? No. I don't really understand how that stuff works, but you can't do that.
No.
So, all right, cool.
Yes, this is great. This is fantastic because I keep having to spend my own fucking money on the goddamn healing potions. Yeah, I need to get some different kind of stipends from them or whatever. But this is great.
So at a certain point, he's like, "All right, get out of here." He's like, "You don't have to just sit around. I know you want to go out there and have fun."
I mean, yeah. It's Saforos. How do you say it again?
Saforos.
Saforos. Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, get out of here."
All right.
He's like, "Wait," and then he kind of stands up, kind of holds his arms out.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I hug him back.
He gives you a big, long hug, which is it kind of strikes you as odd. He's never been that affectionate, but he gives you a nice, tight hug. Lasts for a little long, like a little on the longer side. Gives you like a big pat on the back, kind of makes you stumble a little bit with his big hands, and finally lets you go. He's like, "You have fun."
All right. Yeah. I'll be back. I mean, probably get a couple hours sleep and then be up again in the morning. It's fine. Cool. It's whatever. Bye.
Okay. You dip. So you go out, you enjoy your night, however you wish. But eventually you return to the shelter. It's mostly dark inside. There's just like a couple candles that are still burning, safely kind of propped up in a certain area. So it's not going to burn the place down. And eventually stumble into bed and fall asleep. Wake up the next morning. As you get up and go out and see the family, Kabash is gone.
Aw. What the fuck?
But you do realize it is a little late. And he said he was going to leave early.
Boo.
And did you want to try to wake up before he left?
I think he probably just felt like it would just happen. Like it would all be very serendipitous and he would wake up at the right time to see him off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, fuck.
But there's kind of a little bit of a, a slightly sad air to the morning. as Castellan tries to cheer everybody up. I mean, it's not like a death in the family, but still,
Yeah.
Castellan is like, come on, let's go get breakfast, and she takes you to a favorite place of hers that's actually on the lake. Lots of trash and detritus floating around the surface from all the nonsense yesterday, and there's a bunch of like city workers that are going around picking it all up.
Yeah.
But so you enjoy breakfast with your family the next morning without Kabosh and without Bone. We'll pick up there next time.